Hello and welcome to the Southern Hockey Network. My name is Gavin Coker, joined by Asher Gibbons for a Wednesday night matchup. Senior Mocs taking on the Ugly Pucklings. This is the second game of the season for both of these sides. Ugly Pucklings last week with the 3-2 overtime win over the Ice Brothers. Senior Mocs falling to the Warthogs last Thursday, 7-3. So looking to get into the win column. Asher, what are we looking for tonight in this game?
I think the biggest thing for me is the 2 goals allowed from goalie on the Ugly Pucklings, Drew from Maury. You know, that's a great stat line right there. I think for the Senior Mocs, who I'm looking for is downtown Dion Brown, number 66. He is rocking probably the greatest beard in hockey I've ever seen.
He's got a beard, and yesterday he played as well, suited up for the Polk check, so out here playing tonight.
Yeah, that's impressive. 2 nights in a row of hockey has to be at least a little bit taxing, and it seemed like he wasn't a spring chicken at all. He's got some age.
And yeah, he'll be ready to go in this one. Had a between-the-legs goal in a pickup game the other day, so looking for some of that set. If he gets a breakaway, he'll score one. But let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Senior Mocs. Got Jonah Bowden, Ben Johnson, Jose Lopez, the forward group, followed by Kyle Russell, James Privet, and Luis Ortiz between the net. And for the Ugly Pucklings, you got Gary McCormick, David Frank, Alexandra Clinton, Kyle Ratcliffe, Tyler Roadbuck, and Drew Vermeer in between the pipes as we are set to go. Puck is dropped. Jonah Bowden with it. He'll take a quick shot. Early save by Vermeer. And we're going to get a whistle here for offsides. So quick shot by Jonah Bowden, and going to get our first whistle of the game. Something we haven't seen too many times this season. A lot of quick play to start off games.
And going back to the save there, that was right off his right leg, just barely in it. I think it hit the post as well, so that could have been a very quick turnaround right there to start the game.
Yeah, and if you're the Senior Mocs, you want to get on the board first, get some momentum going. Ben Johnson, the captain for the squad out there. I got Jose Lopez on the far side boards. Now a turnover. David Frank almost with the opportunity there, cleared out of the zone by Jonah Bowden. And now Ben Johnson has a chance to go in the other way. Stick lift by Rodebog.
A little bit of a kick there, I think.
And you're gonna see a little bit of chippiness, but the officials tend to let him play, especially early in games. Not too many penalties called as Russell sends that one up the board and in to the Ugly Puckling zone, but no icing as that one's waved off. Skating back behind the net, Kyle Ratcliffe gets a backhand pass to Igor Zenton. Overtime hero in the game last week. As Rodebugger shot that one, saved by Ortiz with the glove. Looked like that one had the net written all over it, but Ortiz with a big save.
That was a fantastic glove save. He sent it right for, I believe that's the 3-hole. Man, he was quick for that one.
King Louie out there making big saves. Made some big saves last week, even one in the butterfly.
Downtown Dion Brown. I can't win that one. That's unfortunate.
There's a shot quick and right into the glove of King Louie. 10:33 left to go. King Louie had a big save last week, dropped into the butterfly and stayed there for over 2 minutes, trusted the defense to move it up the ice, and they did, allowing him to just rest. Talked to him after the game, said that was a strategy point for him not to let up too much. Now backhand pass into the zone. Pucklings come away with the chance. Not able to get a shot away there. That was Anthony LaMonica, the captain. Rolls in on Ortiz. Can't cover that one up. Flipped out to the point for Zenton. Zenton, a shot. Just goes wide. Looks like he was trying to find a pass. Ooh. Another shot. Almost sharp angle into the back of the net there by Dennis Grice.
This is a great job by the Pucklings to keep it in their possession here.
Seeing a lot of strong forechecking to start this one, but Ortiz answering the call with another glove save.
That one a much slower shot than the previous almost goal beforehand.
Yeah, just not able to get enough on that one, especially in that high danger area of the slot. Sliding in for the faceoff, played off the glove, played down to himself, so no hand pass there. So now a shot. That one gets blocked, but not out of the zone. Zenton's going to skate into this one. He'll take a shot. Looks like it was blocked in front. Now flipped back around. For the Pucklings, pass to the slot, but now downtown Dion Brown with it. He'll skate it up the other way.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Moving up near side boards. He'll get it in the zone, but taken away from Zenton. And now a touch pass and potentially a 2-on-1. Zenton and LaMonica. Zenton, a shot. That one saved by Ortiz. And we're going to get a whistle. LaMonica and Zenton, the goal scorers in last week's game. LaMonica got it started with Zenton following it up with 2 goals, including that OT winner like we mentioned.
Would have been a much better attempt there if LaMonica kind of went left a little bit more. I think they were too close together getting down to the goal. If he went left and left him open on the right, it would have been a quick one-timer.
And it's the start of the season, so some teams still trying to build that chemistry. And that's what's going to change things over the course of the season. Some new players on all the rosters. As Clinton gets to that one. Rotobogs pass that one across a shot. That one gets blocked, and Ortiz once again covering it up with the glove with 9:03 left to go.
And I know it's early, but, man, the Pucklings have had the puck for a while, I feel like. I feel like the senior Mocs have really only had 1 possession.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of strong forechecking that changes games as another face-off one. That one blocked in front. Russell getting in front of that one, sacrificing the body. Kept in by the Pucklings, dumped in deep. Flipped onto the stick of Russell. He'll realize he has some time. He'll skate it up through center ice.
Ooh, gets it by him.
Now back behind the net, Kyle Russell. Tries to find a pass to the slot. Nobody there for the Mocs.
Oh.
Now
Couldn't keep a hold
Rotobo
of that one.
tried to move it up and lost it. Now in the neutral zone. Kyle Ratcliffe, far side boards. Passes it across, gets blocked by Russell in front, who tried to get up on that rush, and now a chance for the Mocs to get out, but can't clear. Almost rolls it on Ortiz.
Goodness.
And Frank keeping that one in.
That could have been a great pass to Johnson. He was alone. It would have been a one-on-one between him and the goalie.
And that's a credit to the Pucklings getting in those passing lanes. As now the Mocs have a chance to get it out, going the other way. James Previtt up the other side of the ice. Defenseman getting up in the play, had a chance. Now Ben Johnson, the captain, just not able to get there in time.
He'll stay in the Mocs' possession, though.
It's Russell playing back defensively. He's got some time. He'll make a good pass. And now a backhand pass into the zone. It's going to be taken over by the Pucklings. And now sent back into the Mocs zone where Russell's going to chase after it. Longer shift out here for Russell. He's got it on his forehand. He'll pass it, and a blown tire there. And that one
man.
Off the stick of the down player and into the Mocs bench.
A little skid and fall indirectly resulted in the puck going straight for one of the senior Mocs right on the bench.
Got to keep your head on a swivel, even on the bench, as you never know where the puck's going.
Yeah, that'd be, I don't know. I feel like I'd not be happy with my teammate if he got off the bench, tripped, fell, and then a puck hit me straight in the dome.
Luckily, people over there watching, making sure they don't get hit as this puck sent towards the net. LaMonica, a shot. That one saved by Ortiz, still loose, and he's going to get the glove on that one. 6:59 left to go.
Way to go by the goalie there. Jumping on the puck. That way there's no rebound.
Ortiz looking sharp in the second game of the season. There's a shot from the point. Gets in on Ortiz. He'll make a blocker save out wide to the far side boards. Zenton calling for it. Wants the puck on a stick. Shot in front. Blocked. Luis makes the save. 2 quick saves there for Ortiz getting the cover.
Yeah, Ortiz is seeing a lot of shots right now. And he was definitely very, very lucky with that one, the putback.
Keeping the senior Mocs in this one despite some strong pressure. And now Mocs are going to get it out of the zone. Zenton back for it. He's going to skate it back, look for a pass up the boards. Does get it up the ice.
And you might notice we have 2 Lopez's down on the ice. One of them is the true Jose Lopez. The other is Jonah Bowden in the red jersey. So a little bit of an outlier here.
There's now a rush for Dion Brown.
Here we go.
He's moving it up the ice. Has some help in the center, but has it taken away. Had some good passes in last night's games for the Polk Czechs. Looking, maybe he was trying to set something up as Igor Zinton has it taken off of his stick.
What a poke.
And now back the other way. Jonah Bowden looking for a pass. Gets it out to the slot. Rolls it on for Mary. Makes that save. Lopez back for it. Has a pass to the point. Looks for the slot, though. Dion Brown was backdoor, fanned on it. Just not able to find the tuck there.
It was a great chance for the senior Mocs to get on the board.
Tried to get a pass there to Jonah Bowden, who kept it in for a moment. Now Igor Zinton up the other way with Grice and LaMonica. 3-on-1. Zinton a shot. Saved by Ortiz. Still loose. Big save there by Ortiz. Jonah Bowden gets it out of the zone.
That was some great mitts there by Dennis Griss, number 21 of the Ugly Pucklings.
And now Ben Johnson up the other way. The captain a shot. That one goes wide. Mary keeps it in a shot and they score. Ben Johnson takes the rebound, puts it in the back of the net.
What a shot. Russell over here chirping the fans. I think he's pumped up about that one.
They are fired up. Mentioned getting the first goal of the game important, and captain gets the first goal. 5:03 left to go in this first period. It's number 99, Regretsky, out there with the puck. He'll flip it into the Puckling zone. Now they've got to find a way to tie this one up. Moving it up quick. Chance for a 2-on-2.
He's got some speed here.
Kyle Ratcliffe forcing out wide. Gets the pass across and not able to get the shot. Ortiz was out of position, and that was a wide open net. Gary McCormick not able to get the shot away. This one's going to come out of the zone. Puckling skating back for it. Ratcliffe. First one there to the puck. He'll flip it up the ice. Getting a stick on it was McCormick. Russell back for it. No icing. Russell's going to slow things down. He'll kick it up to Ben Johnson, the goal scorer. Now Ratcliffe back for it. Settling it down. Hits a stick of Regretsky. Now Gary McCormick with it. Alexandra Clinton sent it into the zone, but cleared by the Mocs. Ben Johnson, fresh out there after scoring that goal, was trying to chase after it. Now the Mocs moving it up.
Oh.
Pass to the slot. Johnson again. Shot saved there by Fermeri. Now Russell has it at center ice, slowing things down. Mocs have to touch up. It's not getting pressured. It's got all day out there like a quarterback in the pocket. And now the Mocs are in the zone.
Oh,
chance for Ben Johnson, a shot. Save. Puck is loose. No one there to take a shot as now Regretsky has it in the skates. Kicks it onto the stick, but taken away.
Regretsky was certainly close. I mean, if he was a couple steps forward, that could have been an easy putback. Or at least a shot attempt.
Now Regretsky has it. Cross ice pass to downtown Dion Brown, out of the reach. He's got to touch up as that one was offsides. Jason Cribbs over there patrolling that blue line.
Gavin, you know what I want to see? I want to see a Regretsky to downtown Dion Brown's goal.
As that one, Regretsky fires that one in on for Mary. Two guys that are uncontainable when they get moving in the offensive zone. That's what's been said about Dion Brown. You don't stop him, you learn to contain him, and even that's tough to do with a good pass there. Out to the point for Previtt. He takes a shot. Now chance for the Mocs. A shot, Regretsky to Dion Brown, and they score!
That's my man right there, downtown Dion Brown.
You asked for it and you got it. Regretsky gets it to Dion Brown. Dion Brown's first goal of the season for the senior Mocs.
How about that?
What a setup play. Way to stay with it.
And
all
he smiled
smiles for Dion Brown. So 2:29 left to go. 2-goal lead for the senior Mocs.
I feel like that stayed in front of the goal for a solid few seconds there before he put it back in. That was really dangerous.
Yeah, took two shots there, fired one off the goalie, and it just stayed right in front of him, was able to find it. Is this one in for the Pucklings now? Ortiz is safe. Open net, a shot, and that one's in.
Wow.
Pucklings find the back of the net. That's the captain, Anthony LaMonica. Second goal of the season. And now just a 1-goal lead for the Senior Mocs.
Yeah, that first shot attempt, it put Luis Ortiz out of position. He dove for that one like Odell Beckham was diving back for that catch. And that left the goal wide open for a shot from the Ugly Pucklings.
A good strategy from the Pucklings, just firing a shot, allowing a player to find the rebound off the pads. That's now just a 1-goal game, and Anthony LaMonica trying to keep it moving.
Stiff arm on the play.
Routes back behind the net, trying to look for a shot. He makes the shot. Ortiz with the save. Mocs trying to flip it out of the zone. Able to get it out. Just bouncing over the stick there of a Puckling. Now Igor Zenton. Drop pass for the Pucklings. It's Diana Raven out there in the forward group. Ortiz a save and used a stick to cover that one up. 1:29 left to go.
I don't know if I'd give that one a save, Gavin.
Hey, it went on the net, hit the pad, and he got the cover. That's a save in my book. If it hits the goalie and they cover it up, that's a save.
I don't know.
That is the official ruling.
To me, it didn't look like it was headed for the goal. I think it was headed for the boards. He just happened to catch it. That's just me.
Hey, made a play on it. That's a save. A shot. That one in on Ortiz. He makes it.
That one's definitely
That's a save. That one hit him in the chest. Took a bounce and able to find it. Almost a dangerous bounce there. Seen a couple of pucks take weird bounces in the early portion of the season and end up in the back of the net.
Man, who's that on the face-off for the Senior Mocs? Number 12?
That's Captain Ben Johnson out there.
He's a tall man, isn't he?
Yeah, has a goal in this one. Now the Mocs trying to move it up. Jose Lopez out there. Backhand pass to Lopez. Now Ben Johnson chasing after it. Sent out to the far side boards.
Johnson saw red on that one. You could see it.
It's now kept in the zone. Now they will get a shot away. Puckling's trying to get it out, but kept in by the Senior Mocs. Trying to flip it deep. Wow. Getting it past Grice, but now out. Jose Lopez was patrolling that center ice line. Kept it in, dumps it in to the Senior Mocs zone. Under 30 seconds left to go.
And on the play is 21 in the center ice. And that's a whistle. What's the call here? Believe it's offsides. So we'll have a face-off in the center ice on the far side of the boards. They're fighting for it. A little scrum down there. Senior Mocs got it, and now back to the Pucklings. A shot! Saved there. Now on the close boards, 3 seconds left, 2, and no shot. And that will be the end of the first period. The score, 2 for Senior Mocs, 1 for the Ugly Pucklings. It's pretty good so far. Great matchup. My guy downtown Dion Brown, get one out there, and I think Gavin's going to go down to center ice, and he's going to talk to the captain, Ben Johnson, for the Senior Mocs. Give it a few seconds.
So I'm down here with Captain Ben Johnson. Ben got the first goal in the game. How does that feel to get on the board early in this one?
It's always what we're looking to do, get on the board early. Then we can kind of not ease back, but keep the pressure up, but play a little easier because we've got one in the goal, and we're already ahead on the scoreboard.
What's the mindset for the next 2 periods?
Next 2 periods, we got to keep the gas on. We got some new players. They're learning to get their skates underneath them. But if we can hold them off while they're on the ice, I think we'll do just fine.
Well, thank you so much for joining me, Ben. Good luck the rest of the game.
And that was Gavin Coker with team captain of the Senior Mocs, Ben Johnson. Had a little bit of input there, and like he said, going to keep the foot on the gas and keep it rolling for the Senior Mocs, up by 1 goal. And I'm just going to keep shouting him out. I love downtown Dion Brown. Best beard in Florida. That's what I'll say. Gavin coming back up here. And we're going to hear him back on the call in just a second. Welcome back.
I'm back down there with Ben Johnson. Mentioned it felt good to get early with the lead in this one. You can play a little bit more safe, a little more secure in your game. Mentioned some of the new players on the roster. You see some of the new jerseys. And it's early in the season. You want to get those players involved. And we've seen some good depth scoring, some good top-line scoring, and they've got to get that going as they're looking for their first win of the season.
Yeah, one thing for me, unfortunately, as an Eagles fan, hearing the name Ben Johnson to me, he was our, I believe, offensive coordinator last year, one of our offensive coaches. So a little bit of bad memories getting reinvigorated for me. But you know what? He's doing great on the ice tonight.
Well, you know, it's a good thing it's hockey and not football, because we're talking about Ben Johnson, who's got a goal in this game, the captain, and Dion Brown ready to take the opening puck drop for the Mocs in the second period. So we are ready to go underway.
Back to Brown. That might have been the greatest spin move I've ever seen.
And now it's in. Previtz skates there, was looking for it, got the call, and now Jonah Bowden the other way, a 3-on-1. Bowden a shot, that one's in the back of the net.
Wow.
What a shot there by Jonah Bowden.
He ripped that one. That was a mean swing.
Bench fired up for the senior Mocs as they extend that lead to 2.
And that was a quick lead extension, too. 20 seconds went by.
Now puck drop, that same line out there, and Jonah Bowden has it on his stick. He's looking to get a second one. Drives inside, he shoots that one, saved. Another shot by Dion Brown. And getting the whistle there. Covered up by Fermeri.
Brown was in great position right there. I mean, I don't really know how you could play that one much better than downtown Dion Brown did.
This line's doing a great job creating offense. Mentioned the Pucklings controlled a lot of the offensive zone in the first, but good defensive play. As now a turnover, Gary McCormick there for it. Into the corner. Russell's going to flip it out of the zone. No, kept in. Excellent play by Kyle Ratcliffe there. Keeping it in. A shot. Ortiz with the save. Now Jonah Bowden's going to skate it up the other way. Chipped up the boards. David Frank trying to get there. Dion Brown chasing after that one. Kyle Ratcliffe makes it to the puck. Now flipped into the senior Mocs bench for the second time this game.
I didn't even catch it. Come on. That was a floater right to the bench. You got to catch that puck.
You know, you just want to let it fall. You don't want to exert any extra energy, especially this early in the season. A lot of these players haven't been on the ice for 2 months, so even trying to catch a puck, that's energy you can use on the ice. It's energy you can use on the ice.
Look, if I was sitting there and a biscuit came over to me, I'm catching the biscuit. Frozen or not.
It's now up the boards.
You can hear the senior Mocs bench saying shoot to the Ugly Pucklings. Am I hearing that right?
Now they're trying to get shots in the offensive zone there. Now passed up, a backhand try. Ortiz with the save, it's still loose. What a play there by Ortiz. That was Igor Zenton looking for the first goal. Now Grice back defensively. Mocs putting on the pressure. Grice and Zenton both wearing 29, and Grice got that first goal.
Oh.
Now Alexandra Clinton was trying to move it up. Mocs going to dump it back into the zone. Pucklings with it. They're going to flip it up the boards. Didn't quite get through. Ben Johnson was out there. Jennifer Burnett with it. Settle it down. Cross ice pass to Ben Johnson. He's going to get it into the zone. Escapes the zone. Burnett's going to chase after it. No icing. Got some time as Grice, the goal scorer for the Pucklings. Got Brown a shot. That one's going to hit off the side of the net. Maybe got the powder for Mary. Hear the shoot it calls once again from the senior Mocs as Deion Brown was skating into that one. Now taken away by the Pucklings for a moment, but now tied up in the skates, and we're seeing some
Down
pushing and
goes one.
shoving. Clinton laying a light check there. Refs are letting them play so far in this one.
Gets through her legs.
And now up the other way, Igor Zenton driving in. Shoots, saved by Ortiz, still loose. Zenton was looking for it, but Ortiz getting the cover.
One thing I will say, I know last game Ortiz unfortunately allowed 7 goals. This game, he is playing kind of lights out against whatever shots he's seeing.
I mentioned it, first game of the season, you're trying to get the legs underneath you. The team hasn't quite built the chemistry yet. Senior Mocs in their second game. They've got another game on Friday as well, so starting to see this teammates chemistry starting to click for the Senior Mocs as they've got a 2-goal lead in this one. Now flipped out of the zone. Puckling's going to send it back in. There's Rodebog sending that back in. Now Lopez going to try to send Jonah Bowden on a stretch pass. Great defensive play there. Tyler Rodebo.
That was some great vision there by Lopez, I believe.
Now offside.
Bowden in center ice. Couldn't get it through.
2 number 8s trying to make a connection. Now Jonah Bowden skating into this one quick. He shoots. That one goes wide. Good job by Gary McCormick getting back there defensively, putting some pressure on Bowden as this one's going to be flipped out of the zone. Ref's up, arm is up for icing, and we're going to get a whistle. So face-off going to come back down into the Puckling zone. Both teams with a relatively even-sized bench. Mocs with 12 skaters. Ugly Pucklings with 11 today. Got some good participation on both benches today, which has allowed for some longer shifts, but also a little bit more rest than we've seen for some other teams. Jonah Bowden skating in for this one. Bounces out of the point. Now sent around the boards. The Lopez, who's there, chips it around the boards, gets it out of the zone. Tries to send it up. Rodebug there for it. Jonah Bowden takes it away. It's flipped out of the zone once again. And now Ben Johnson catches a late shoulder check from Kyle Ratcliffe, but comes away with the puck. Has Lopez with him, gets the pass. Lopez on the backhand, gets a pass to Johnson, who's not able to backhand it towards the net. Goes out to the corner, Johnson after it. Flips it around the boards. Russell going to seal the point. A shot, that one stopped in front by Kyle Ratcliffe. Did a good job defensively tracking that one. Gary McCormick tried to play it, but Jonah Bowden's going to flip it up. And ref's arm is up for icing. So now this one's going to move to the Senior Mocs zone.
One thing I will say, Rodebo, he's aggressive down there. You can tell he's playing with a little bit of fire, because down over here by the boards, he was just trying to beef around the Senior Mocs and get the puck at any cost.
Yeah, they're going to maybe see a little bit of some physical play as try to get back into this one. Zenton a shot. That one saved by Ortiz out to the corner. Now LaMonica with it.
Uh-oh.
Now Zenton back for it. Escape the zone. Now a touch pass, but it whistled down for offsides. Grice was trying to move it up, and Pucklings weren't able to touch up. So an offside whistle.
I'm sure Ortiz was very happy that was called offsides.
That was Jason Cribbs with the whistle. He's set to drop this puck. Drops it. Pucklings come away with it. Zenton's going to have to skate back into his own zone for this one. Now flipped up to Grice, 21-21. Now LaMonica. Zenton with it, sends it up the ice, out of the reach of any Pucklings. So they're going to try to get it out of the zone. Mocs do. Pucklings send it back in for a moment, and we're going to get a whistle for offsides. Monica was trying to send that one deep, but just hit off of Grice's skate right inside of that blue line, and that's going to end up being a whistle. Both teams got to get set in the face-off dot.
Oh, there he is.
Coming away with it was Grice, who tried to skate it up quick into the zone, had it taken off of his stick, and now Zenton back for it, no icing. Now back behind from Mary is Zenton, gets it up to Grice. Far side boards skating through the neutral zone. Drives out wide, takes a shot. Ortiz with the save. And we're going to get a whistle, 4:47 left to go.
I don't know about you, but I feel like I've heard more whistles in the last 5 minutes than I have for the previous 17 minutes that were in this game.
Yeah, starting to see a lot of shots and a lot of goalie saves. And some of that you just, especially in the second period, short benches, players start to get tired. So as a goalie, you want to save it, allow your players to get, even if it's a 10-second rest, it's about protecting, especially when you want to have legs going into the third period.
Smart strategy.
So you're going to see a lot more covers. It looks like the Mocs were going to play a man down on purpose. Maybe a little interesting strategy, but able to get 5 skaters out there now. Puck's dropped.
I wonder what the idea was there. Was it if they win the draw, they immediately would pass it down?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe just a little bit of miscommunication as now the Puckling's in. Rotabo a shot. That one goes wide. Ortiz has to look for it. It's loose still. Almost an open net there for Grice. A shot, and it's saved. Yeah, saved out to the corner, but still dangerous. Puck got lost. Ratcliffe took a hard slap at that one. Was just trying to put it near the net. Look for a tip. And now downtown Dion Brown up the other way. He's 1-on-2. He'll take a shot. That one's going to go wide to the corner. Now Ratcliffe the other way. Moving it up has McCormick. Pinson up in the play. Tries to get it McCormick. Now Grice a shot. That one blocked in front. Another shot. That one goes out back behind Ortiz.
Ooh, just barely got it saved.
Yeah, Ratcliffe's going to take a shot. That one goes wide, but able to keep that one into the zone just barely. Now a backhand pass gets it to Grice, back to Ratcliffe. Some good sustained pressure by the Pucklings. Need to take advantage here. Looks like it's going to escape the zone and just does barely, so they're going to have to touch up. Ratcliffe with it, drops it to Grice. McCormick gets onside, and Grice is going to take it back into the zone. Tried to get stick checked there by Burnett. Now Senior Mocs flip it out of the zone. No, kept in by Rotabo. Backhand shot. Wow. And Ortiz making a reactionary save. Had to be ready for that one. Luckily had some time as that one flowed through the air. Was able to get it in the glove.
That was an impressive backhand right there.
It's one of those weird pucks where it doesn't have a whole lot on it. And if you don't get set and square for it, it'll go right past you and you won't even know that it happened. So Pucklings having some offensive zone time. Looking to keep that going.
What is going on here?
Looks like we had too many skaters on the ice that time. So first wanted to go man down, and now
wanted to go
man up.
Well, I think any team would want to go man up, so I don't blame them for trying, even if it was unintentional.
A good job by the officials pointing it out. As now Lopez gets a pass to Dion Brown, goes through 2 Senior Mocs, gets over to Bowden. Bowden, good stick move there. Trying to get the pass to Dion Brown, takes a shot. That one saved by Formeri.
That broke my heart to watch it go by downtown Dion Brown and then also Lopez. Or Russell, I'm sorry.
So some good passing. Both teams getting some opportunities in the second period. It's not able to convert yet. Puckling still looking to get back into this one. Previtt took a shot. That one was off the skate. Now it's up for LaMonica, who's up the other way. 1-on-2. Skates it in onside. Chips it off the boards. And not able to get it on his stick. Now Jonah Bowden the other way.
I think the idea with that one was to kind of go around him and create a little bit of time, wait for someone else. Just didn't have the time to have a teammate come in for the save.
Jonah Bowden's battling down low. Backhand. Saved by Formeri. He'll get the cover. 1:55 left to go.
That was a really impressive backhand again from Lopez. He created a lot of energy there from where he was shooting. Props to him.
Now Russell keeping the puck in the zone. 1:44 left to go in this period.
Oh, caught the skate of the referee.
Now moving it up are the Pucklings. Jonah Bowden up the other way now for the Mocs. Taken down, no arm is up. Not seeing too many penalties
arm
in
is
this
up.
one.
Arm is up over
And
here.
now that was for a delayed offside, so now up the other way. Zenton skating in, has 2 goals on the season, tries to get it in, and Ortiz going to get the cover, and they're going to keep it moving.
That would have been a crucial goal there. 3-1, 50 seconds left to go in the second period, and there's a whistle.
And now 48 seconds left to go. We get an icing. So this faceoff coming down to the left.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. Nothing can't be fixed up. Dion Brown. There, take it. Stand in the zone. And it'll mosey on over. Pucklings keep it in. Out of center. Pucklings have it. And there's 18 seconds left. They might try one more little attempt here. 12 winding down. Pass in. No. Ratcliffe to Grice, unable to complete it. And the Mocs are going to try and keep it. Oh, and there's a trip and a fall by Previtt. And that will end the second period. So once again, we'll see who we got to talk to my partner in crime, Gavin Coker. He's looking for someone. And it's going to be number 21 of the Ugly Pucklings, Dennis Grice. All smiles here.
Down here with Dennis Grice. Grice, you got a goal in that period. What do you guys got to do to get back into this game?
Doing everything pretty much good. Just got to bury one in. We can't get it past the goalie. So.
We'll take advantage of a rebound. How's it feel to get your first of the season?
Really good.
Really good. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Good luck in that third period.
Grice was a man of many words there. Definitely media trained and ready to go. I mean, I think he's locked in right now. That's all you can say. He just wanted to have the team do a little bit more for this next upcoming period. And I think he was honestly just happy to be on camera there, getting interviewed by Gavin Coker. And as he's coming back, boy, oh boy, was he fired up for the third period. And Gavin, welcome back.
Thank you. Got down there with Dennis Grice, the goal scorer for the Pucklings. Talked about they've got to get it past Ortiz. He's able to get set, stay confident, but they got that rebound opportunity, allowed them to get a goal, his first of the year. So looking to see some more of that out of the Puckling. They've had good opportunities, done a good job on the forecheck. Got to get 2 more in this game, and that forecheck and creating rebound opportunities is going to be key.
And it seems like the biggest thing for me was he was all smiles. They're down 3-1, but that's what this is all about. They're just about sportsmanship. They're just about trying to play the game of hockey.
It's about coming out here, 10 p.m., having fun, getting out with the team, building that chemistry, and also just having a good time. A lot of respect on both sides. It's about getting out here, getting some cardio, and having some fun.
Yeah, I don't think this game you're going to see the mitts get dropped for any fights. They're all just, you know.
They're here to have a good time.
Yes, they are.
So are we, as we're starting off the third period. 12 minutes left to go. Regretsky's out there. Has an assist in this one. Tried to get a pass.
I love that name, Regretsky.
Wearing the number 99 out there. Is now back for it. Are the Pucklings. But Regretsky's going to flip it up out of the reach of Ben Johnson. Icing waved off. Ratcliffe back for it. Escapes out of the reach of Regretsky and now chipped up by McCormick. Jennifer Burnett after it. Tries to get around McCormick, but comes away with the puck. Now McCormick has a chance to pass it. It goes in towards Ortiz, trying to get a cover. It's still loose. Tried to get a backhand pass to the slot. Went off the skates there, out to the slot. Goes between a couple legs, and now Burnett's after it.
A couple? That was at least 4 legs, I think.
Well, it was 2 people, and that's a couple if you're going by the true definition. It's Johnson a shot. Farm area save. Backhand try. Hits off the side. Now McCormick's in the center around the boards. Official having to get out of the way of that one.
I didn't know we were being technical about the word a couple.
I'm just going by what it would be in the Webster Dictionary there. Is couple is 2. That was 2 sets of legs as now Igor Zenton moving it up the other way. Zenton a shot. Saved by Ortiz. Rebound opportunity was there.
Open ice, open ice.
Now a chance the other way for the Mocs. Downtown
2-on-2.
Dion Brown on the far side. Good stick check there.
One poke
by
and it was
Frank.
over. One poke, that's all it took.
And now up the other way. Zenton with it. Cut back move. Looks for a pass. Gets the pass over to LaMonica. Backhand try. Caught the stick of a senior Moc there. Went out to the corner.
Honestly, great defense by the senior Mocs so far. And one name I really want to take a look at is Jennifer Burnett. I feel like she's playing the best defense of anyone on the senior Mocs team. She's constantly there, poking out the stick, making sure nothing gets by, nothing gets to the center ice, nothing gets to the crease.
It's covered there by Ortiz. And you mentioned that Jennifer Burnett, but out there with Sarah Hancock. A good defensive pairing in this game. Has made a lot of big saves. As they're going to skate off the ice, they're going to get the first unit out there defensively. But they've been making big plays all game, finding a way to get sticks on pucks, even getting in the shooting lanes and helping the senior Mocs get some crucial clears.
Yeah, that's the main thing. The Ugly Pucklings, they do put themselves in great position on offense, but senior Mocs do just fill those gaps very, very nicely.
Was that one in to the slot by Grice, but glove down by Russell. Ref's arm up for icing, and that's what it's going to be with 8:32 left to go. So now a chance for the Pucklings to take advantage of some tired legs out there.
Did I hear that correctly? Did
Not
you just
sure
say
what.
that was a shot on goal?
They're looking for anything to not be an icing, but that one was clearly wide. We were tracking shots on goal on the scoreboard. A shot. Ortiz had to be ready for that one. A quick shot by LaMonica. Trying to catch Ortiz off guard. It's been hot all game. And now a chance the other way. Lopez, Dion Brown on the breakaway. Shoots and he scores!
His second of the day. Fantastic positioning there for the senior Mocs. A one-timer, I think I'd call it. Or at least pretty close.
I wouldn't say a one-timer.
Yeah.
He had it on his stick for a while, but an impressive move by Dion Brown. I talked to him yesterday when he was playing for the Polk Checks. He said, if they give me a breakaway, it's probably in the back of the net. Took advantage of that breakaway there. A great pass by Lopez, setting that one up. So now a 3-goal lead for the senior Mocs.
With 2 goals on today. Let's see. And Ben Johnson, I think that makes him the leading goal scorer for the senior Mocs.
Yeah, he'll take over the leading goal scoring spot as we're going to see a whistle here. 8 minutes left to go. Cribs set to drop the puck just outside of the senior Mocs zone. Pucklings win it. Rotobo sends that one in.
I think that was the greatest save I've ever seen right there.
You got to make a play on the puck. Puck's on net, and goalies still. You got to make the goalie make a save. So my favorite sayings in hockey, one of the best cliches, if you'll call it that. But make the goalie make a save as Grice drives in. Shot, saved by Ortiz. Out to the far side board. Now the Mocs trying to get it up. Ratcliffe sends it back into the zone. Russell's back for it for the senior Mocs. Tries to send it up and out of the zone. On the forecheck there is Grice. Rotobo with it. He fires it towards the net. Catches the skate there of Alexandra Clinton. And now back around the boards. Grice trying to chase after
that one. She was kind of disappointed that it hit the back of her skate.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe that one goes towards the net. Not too much protection on that skate area as well.
Man.
So
3-on-2 possession here.
Rotobo and Ratcliffe back. That top deep pairing. Dropped off for Bowden. A shot by Johnson. Out wide, still loose in the danger area. Now Ratcliffe comes away with it. Lopez was looking to get a goal, had an assist on that second Dion Brown goal, and Ratcliffe going to fall down there. Now it's going to roll in on Ortiz, who makes the save, but puck is still loose and not able to get the glove on that one. Now up the other way. Bowden got a stick on, no icing. Ratcliffe was going off for a change, but now has to chase that one down.
Uh-oh.
A shot. That one's saved. It's loose out in front, but no Mock in the area. Now the 2 players trying to play. It's tied up next to Ratcliffe, who is down on the ice, but able to play it with his knees. And now a 3-on-2 the other way. Grice skating in. And a good stick there by Russell. Excellent poke check, but still some pressure by the Pucklings. And now Russell going to take advantage of that great poke and try to move it up the ice. Cut off there. That was Jeff Carr off the bench.
Wow, what a sequence of events that was right there. I feel like that was back and forth.
Some good pressure from both sides as refs up for icing, and that one's going to come back into the Mocs zone. What a great play by Jeff Carr, getting off the bench and stopping Russell, who had a great poke check and was trying to take it up the other way, but Carr was having none of it.
Well, one thing I want to go back to in memory was the 3-on-2 possession there for the senior Mocs. I think even though they didn't score, that was probably like the best technical play I've seen tonight. It was a great 3-on-2.
So now we're going to see the puck drop here.
Who's walking over there outside the ice?
Looks like maybe Gary McCormick stepped off the ice for a moment. Now
Hopefully
Ben Johnson
okay.
trying to move it up. Sarah Hancock with it.
Wow.
Burnett, and now Grice, a chance to save by Ortiz. Able to keep that one 5-hole. Getting some cheers from the senior Mocs. What a save there by King Louie.
I think even more impressive was the takeaway from Dennis Grice. He literally just took it straight from the puck of that senior Moc.
He scored his first goal, and he's looking for more. But King Louie had the answer there as that one rolls
Watch
back
out.
behind Louie. He's got to watch those pucks. Sometimes they take weird bounces off the board and can hit off the pad and into the back of the net. But Mock's doing a good job. Regrets he's going to send it around the board, but it's going to hit Frank there. Pass to the slot. Grice was trying to get that one. Another shot. That one saved by Ortiz. Another shot. Now it's back behind the net. Ortiz
He's
out of
sitting
position.
down. He's sitting down. I'd take a little bit of a rest.
Trying to get back into position. Ortiz is back up, and Mocs help him out. Zenton fires that one towards the net. Frank was in the crease area, but not able to find that puck. Good defense by the Mocs. That was Regretsky finding the stick there. Now Sarah Hancock with it. Just below us here. Skating it up the other way. Flips it into the zone. Pucklings get a stick on that. That's David Frank. Now a touch pass. Flipped up the boards. Not able to get it to Zenton. Hancock's there. Lost an edge there. And now Zenton with LaMonica. Not able to get passed through. What a play by Jennifer Burnett getting in that passing lane.
Yeah, the vision there was get it to LaMonica and let him shoot. Unable to do that.
It's now LaMonica, another chance with it. Driving out wide. Has to look for a pass. Gets it to David Frank, who gets a shot away, but Sarah Hancock gets a stick on it. Still loose now in the skates of Hancock. Not quite sure where the puck is. Comes out to the corner. Now the senior Mocs going to move it up the other way, trying to get some fresh legs.
Here we go.
Are the Pucklings. Now a 4-on-2.
Oh.
Drops it to her. Gretzky. Ratcliffe skates into it. And back the other way are the Pucklings. Igor Zenton has some speed. Burnett, the only one back with Hancock now. A backhand try. Ortiz with a save out back behind the net. Ortiz standing tall today. LaMonica shot into Ortiz's chest, and he'll get the cover with 3:30 left to go.
Ortiz right now is playing lights out. He's seeing so many shots, and he just continues to make saves. He's in the best position possible.
And this is a redemption game for Ortiz. Mentioned Warthogs won 7-3 in the last game for the Mocs, but not left that game behind him. Doing a great job tonight, only giving up 1 goal. That's going to help out with the stats. This puck's dropped. Rodobo wins it. A shot. That one off the ankle there of Previtt and up the other way. Ref's arm up for icing. Cribbs is going to wave it off. Didn't have enough to get to that red line. Was Ratcliffe back for it.
Mocs now just kind of setting up to play some defense. Got 3 minutes left in this affair. 4-1.
And Grice skating in with some speed, looking to add his second a shot. Ortiz with a save, sharp angled shot. That one's going to go around the boards. Ratcliffe going to just let that one roll out. Tried to get there and wasn't able to skate into it. As Rodobo has to slow it down. They're offside. They're going to have to touch up. Now Ratcliffe pressured by Dion Brown and able to get it up the ice. But Russell there for with the senior Mocs. Pressured by Rodobo, and now Dion Brown up the other way. Looking for a hat trick. Gets the shot away there. Farmeri made the save, trying to get the pass to Brown. Grice was there. Stick that one out wide. A shot. That one goes back behind. 2:14 left to go. Now the Pucklings up the other way. Rodobo with it. How's LaMonica? A toe drag move, not able to keep it on the stick. What a play there defensively by Russell. As now Grice flips it further into the zone, but Previtt's there.
Yeah, like you said, that was a fantastic play by Russell because Rodobo had some steam coming down the net.
And now the other way, Previtt with Dion Brown. Trying to make a kick pass. Gets it to Brown, a shot. That one just goes wide off the pad of Farmeri. Keeping Dion Brown from getting that hat trick. 1:35 left to go, and we're going to see a whistle for an icing. With only 1:32 left in this one.
Well, that was certainly a move with the little kick there.
Doesn't matter how you get the pass away, as long as you get it away, you are allowed to pass it with the skate. You're just not allowed to kick it into the net. So a good heads-up play by Previtt to get it to Dion Brown, who had a chance for the hat trick there. Is top unit out there. Ben Johnson, the captain's going to take this face-off. Had to skate in there quick. Puck stopped. And both teams just a little confused there. And now Bowden a shot. That one gets blocked. That was Carr blocking that one. And now a chance the other way.
Bennett's got to get back in position.
Zenton skating it up. Has LaMonica move a shot, and Ortiz makes the save. Zenton still with it on a stick. Gets it to LaMonica, who fans on that one. Now Bowden, it's tied up in some sticks and skates. And Lopez comes away with it. Lopez slowing things down, letting the forwards get with it.
Minute left.
Taken away by Zenton, who lost the stick. Got it to Frank, though. And now a touch pass for Zenton. Tries to shoot and loses it. But it goes out to LaMonica, who's not able to keep it in and over and under the stick of Clinton. It's going to bounce out of the zone.
Wow, that was a great save there from the Luis Ortiz. Man, just a few 30 seconds left in this affair. Now behind the net, getting out of front and no one home. And now here's downtown Dion Brown, one-on-one. He's going to take it. One man to beat, no. A shot on goal. And maybe one more, no. Lopez in great position there, just couldn't get it in. 5 seconds left, a scrum. Ugly Pucklings get it, and that's going to be the game. The senior Mocs take it 4-1. And I believe we're going to get a conversation with Gavin Coker. Maybe not. And they're, oh, gotcha. They're going to shake hands first, show some good sportsmanship. And then from there on out, we will get a conversation with the goalie and I would say player of the game, Luis Ortiz. He put out an impressive showing today. Save after save after save. And once again, this is just great sportsmanship here. This is what it's all about. We just want to play some hockey. And the Ugly Pucklings, Senior Mocs, get together. A little good game, good game, good game, good game. And we'll wrap it up from here. One thing I will say, my man before the game, the shout out, downtown Dion Brown, he had a phenomenal outing. 2 goals. And just here we go.
Yep.
And we're going to throw it down to the mic.
Ortiz. Luis had a big game today, only gave up 1 goal. What were you seeing out there from the team?
Our team, they tried hard. The other team came at us hard. As long as I make the first save of the game, I think I'm pretty good, but that's the hardest part. So,
yeah, got some confidence after that first save. Able to rebound after the last game, and you guys got your first win of the season. How's that feel for the team as well?
Oh, it's awesome. My coach told me earlier I got 7 goals against on average, and he said it might be a little high, so I tried to bring it down a little bit.
Well, you definitely did. Thank you so much, Luis. Good luck the rest of the season.
And that was the Senior Mocs goalie, Luis Ortiz. Not sure exactly how many shots he saw, but it was certainly a lump sum. And only 1 goal against on the night. A phenomenal showing. And we thank you for tuning in here on the Southern Hockey Network with myself and Gavin Coker. Gavin, he's back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good interview with Luis Ortiz. Was talking about his stat line. Definitely brought it down today. So a good win for the Senior Mocs. Took this one 4-1. Get into the win column. They'll be back in action on Friday, but Asher, you'll be joining me tomorrow as the Bear Sharks take on the Ice Brothers. And
yes, I will.
It'll be an exciting game. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. From Gavin Coker, Asher Gibbons, Lena Kay on the camera. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night.